Welcome to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Switch. Now, I already did a full playthrough of this game back in 2019, but since then I've continually played this game over and over, and I was kind of looking at some of the things I did back in the video in 2019, and there were a lot of things I didn't do back then that I do now, like certain items I get. And back then I used to get a total of 100 shrines, where now I get 112 of the 120 shrines. Oops. And there's also explore the castle now, which I never used to do back then. So, I mean, there's a lot I do now that I didn't do back then, so I just want to do another full playthrough of this game. It's going to take me a while, though. It's going to be like 12-hour videos, and probably 19 or 20 videos long.
Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
So I'm not going to be doing like one video on this game every Friday for like the next 20 weeks. I'm going to go ahead and do videos like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to try to get through it a little more quickly. I was planning to do this after my baseball tournament, but I figured I'd go ahead and start it now. I'll just be doing both of them simultaneously. This is my all-time favorite game. Released in 2017.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
So Link has been asleep for 100 years. He's been put in a slumber, and he lost all of his memories. He'll be regaining those memories as we play. Okay, here's the first thing that used to confuse me when I played. I didn't know what the numbers meant. So the 0 is the strength of his current pants, because he's not wearing any. The well-worn trousers is the strength of a 1. So if I put these on, there my defensive strength just went up to a 1. Same thing here. My current shirt is a 0 because I'm not wearing one. This old shirt is a 1. So the numbers down at the bottom show right my current strength is 1. If I put the shirt on, it'll be a 2. There now my defense is a 2. Offensive strength is determined by weapons you use.
Hold the sheet of slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way. Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
Okay, now if you hold the B button down, that green circle is his stamina. It runs out. You have to wait for it to recharge. So if you run, you can stop and let it recharge. That also happens with climbing. So if you're climbing too high and your stamina wheel runs out, you'll end up falling. When I get to the top of the steps, the game's going to take over control of my character to show the intro. This is a very memorable moment playing it for the first time, hearing the music and seeing all this. I mean, everything you see here can be reached. So at some point in the game we're going to be going to pretty much every area you can see. You've got the Dueling Peaks Mountains there, the volcano, all these different mountains. And then finally Hyrule Castle. That's my first weapon. See, the strength is my current weapon, which I don't have anything, is a 0. This tree branch is a 2. Yeah, the first time I played this game, I died dozens of times, but now I can get through the game without dying. Even though this is my all-time favorite game, I still got my complaints about it. Here's my first complaint. This game came out in 2017, and you have to read all these text bubbles. It's like, by this time you got the technology to just have like cutscenes. Whoa. instructor's going to kind of help us out throughout the video, kind of guiding us. There's our first enemy.
Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
So I want to head to this location. This is our map right now. It's kind of just a bunch of lines, but eventually we'll be filling that in. Yeah, I recommend collecting as much as you can, because if you can't eat it or use it, you might be able to sell it. Oh, here's on now. Yeah, weapons often break. The weaker the weapons, more likely they're going to break. I like to use the weaker weapons first before moving on to the stronger ones. Look at that, Hylian trousers. So my current pants are strength is a 1. These pants are a 3. So if I put these pants on, my strength will go from a 2 to a 4. I just doubled my strength. More choo-choos. If you fall from great heights, you end up hurting yourself. So you don't want to drop from too far. Some cool fighting techniques in this game that really help. And we'll be learning about them. In the next video, there's actually someone that trains us on how to do it. out here. They're popping up everywhere. Towers.
You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
So that's not true. You actually don't have to hurry. If you're playing for the first time, I would actually recommend taking your time and exploring as much as you can. Every single time I play this game, I discover something new. Okay, so we unlocked this section of the map, Great Plateau region. We're going to be spending most of this video just up here exploring. And then eventually we'll be moving on and unlocking these sections of the map. So each one of these sections has a tower in it. When we reach that tower and climb it, we will unlock that section of the map. And usually most of these towers all have some type of obstacle around them. So yeah, if you jumped up all the way down to the bottom, you die. You can climb the bottom too, but it's going to use up stamina, and it's easier to just drop little by little. we have all these main quests. Yeah, see, if that stamina wheel runs out while you're climbing, you drop all the way back down. Idiot. Yeah, there's many of these enemy camps that have one of those treasure chests by them. When you defeat all the enemies in the camp, it unlocks. Okay, so here is our weapon stash. We can hold up to 8 weapons right now. We can hold up to 5 bows. Hold up to 4 shields. So here's our armor, our clothing. These are our materials, food, key items. And I'm going to show something too. Okay, so you got this Hylian mushroom. See right there, it shows that half a heart. If I were to eat it, it would fill half a heart. So that means 2 of these would fill a full heart. Or if you cook them, they'll fill 2 hearts. So cooking food sometimes will strengthen it. There's also specialty foods you can have that have certain special effects, which I'll talk about later when we get to that point. Here's our first shrine. There are 120 shrines in the game. I get 112 of them. By the time I get it back, that's enough shrines to get all my heart containers and stamina vessels, which we'll learn more about later on. One thing I want to do is clean my TV screen because I don't know what is on it, but it's like really bothering me. Must have sprayed something. So, there are 4 shrines on this plateau region. Each one of them has a tool inside of it called a rune. That thing is currently adding the rune to my Sheikah slate. This one is magnesis that I can use to move metal objects. See, there's one big mistake Nintendo made is the controls that are used to move magnesis are the same controls to move the camera angle. So a lot of times it kind of interferes with each other. Now there should have been, they should have added a feature where you could toggle between the two. Like camera angle and magnesis. I don't think I need that. So this whole shrine, you get magnesis, and it's got all these obstacles that you need magnesis to get through. So all 4 of the shrines in this region are like that. They have a rune that they give you, and you have to keep using that rune to get through the shrine. And they're pretty helpful tools you could use throughout your journey. There's so much have happened since the last time I did this video. Like 2019, I mean, you think we had COVID going on, that happened in 2020. Since then I bought a brand new car. I sold 2 of used cars that I had. I still got my old truck that I've had for 12 years now. Still working at the same job. This old man keeps calling me a hoe. Okay, so I'm going to travel to the tower. So it's kind of cool that you can instantaneously travel. Anytime you unlock a tower or a shrine, you can travel to that location. Okay, so we're gonna find the shrines. In this region. And place pins on them. Okay, now we're going to travel back to the shrine we were just at. Swimming too takes up stamina. Those things I can sell. show something else we can do here. Okay, you notice in the bottom right-hand corner, it's got the time right there, 6:35 p.m., 6:40 p.m. It changes like every few seconds. Well, there is a daytime and nighttime here, and at nighttime there's monsters that pop up out of the ground, which is really annoying. But you can pass time away. I was looking at something on my computer. Kind of a funny AI video of a guy in a shark's mouth. Yeah, anytime you're near a tower, you're going to hear this music. Old tune. There. So we're heading towards that yellow pin on the mini map down there. These are guardians, decayed guardians. Some of them are active, some of them are not. This one is not, but that one right there is. Do not want to go near it because it'll turn on and aim a red pointer beam at you. When that happens, it's just a matter of seconds before they shoot at you. And at this point in the game, a blast would just absolutely destroy me. So if you encounter any guardians, decayed guardians, or guardian stalkers, or flying guardians at this point in the game, you just want to run. Bombs. Yeah. The round ones or the square ones. You can use both. But you can only use one of one type at a time. Like I got a circle one out right now. I can't throw another circle one anywhere. I can use another square one. I can use a square one and a round one. Come on. So the square ones don't roll like the round ones do. You gotta wait for it to recharge before you can use another one. bombs will hurt you if you're standing too close to them when you detonate them. Oh. At this point in the game, I've only got 3 hearts and probably kill me. Not to mention my strength is only, defensive strength is only a 4. So I think the reason that orb is shooting back and forth there is that they're just trying to demonstrate that these things are capable of shooting round objects, such as a round bomb. So it'll kind of trigger the idea to use a round bomb in one of these. Yeah, there's so much more I could do now that I didn't do back in 2019. Like, there's a certain side quest I like doing too. It's kind of a long side quest that I kind of piece it out. I don't do it all at once. But when we get there, I usually do little pieces in each video. And also, there's the captured memories. If you collect all the captured memories, there's a bonus cutscene you see at the end, which is pretty cool. And when I did my last full playthrough in 2019, well, that was the last time I recorded it for YouTube, I wasn't able to get all the captured memories. There's one memory I couldn't get, which now I can get it, so, and I do get it every time I play. There's a Decayed Guardian. I got too close to it and it activates. I just want to get out of its range. At some point we'll be strong enough to fight him. And a big part of this game is climbing. Out of all the Zelda games, I played the first one on the NES, which I could beat on 1 life. The second one, I couldn't get very far in. There's one on the Super Nintendo, A Link to the Past, which I think if I really tried, I could probably beat that game. But, you know, it's like I got up to a certain point, it's kind of like, okay, I played enough, I'm done. The thing is, I got so many games to play that I just don't really like to focus too much on one. Yeah, if you want that beehive right there, take something wooden. Here's a cabin. It's got some cool stuff in it. The map of this game is just so huge. There's so much to do, so much to see. There's a lot of extra things that you could do that are fun but aren't necessary. Demolish room. So I'm going to get rid of that, replace it with a new one, because even these axes break when using them too much. So that's a Korok seed. There are 900 of those in the game. I don't think I found maybe 100 at the most. So, I mean, if you want to do 100% completion, you need to find 900 Korok seeds, but yeah, I'm not really into doing all that. I mean, I just go as far as unlocking all the towers, freeing the four divine beasts, which we'll find out about, and then I fight Ganon. Okay, so here are the specialty foods I was talking about. Take like a couple of these. So it'll, not only does it give you 2 hearts, but it also fills some of your stamina well. So if you're in mid-climb and your stamina is almost run out, you can eat that and refill it. Spicy peppers. So not only will it give me 2 hearts, but it will give me 5 minutes of cold resistance, because there are regions in the game where it's cold. And if it's between 15 and 30 or 16 and 32 degrees, you're going to need at least a low-level cold resistance. If it's below 15 degrees, 15 or less, you're going to need a mid-level cold resistance. But in this particular video, we won't need any more than low level. Now, collecting Korok seeds also helps you in your journey, so I do collect the ones that I can find. You could also sort your weapons here, which I like to do. Now this is a spear, which I want, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this weapon. like to always have at least one spear. The shield is damaged. So I'm going to break it. And replace it with this one. So I didn't have to break the shield, I could have just dropped it, but like, why not? Bomb arrows. Yeah, so bomb arrows are kind of expensive if you want to buy them. So since I've only got 5 of them, and I don't have a whole lot of money, actually I don't think I currently have no money right now. Then I want to save those arrows. I'll use them when I really need them. There's Korok leaves. Those can be used to create gust of wind. We don't need one though. There are very few times when we do need one. Fire arrows. Yeah, there are many different types of arrows. You got regular arrows, you got fire arrows, bomb arrows, ice arrows, shock arrows, and ancient arrows. So anyway, we're going to climb this surface here to get up to that purple pin. And this part of the rock has all these little, kind of like little rest areas. So you want to stop and let your stamina recharge. And start climbing again. Mushroom. The names of the items kind of tell what they do too, like mushrooms. If you cook them up, they give you speed, like speed you up. Stamina shrooms, refill your stamina. the one time when I did die is somehow I missed my footing and dropped off this. See, I usually get up here at the top before nighttime. I don't know why. It's already 9 p.m. and I'm not at the top yet. So I don't know what's taking me so long. I like to have my videos done like early in the morning so I can upload them, but once again I'm running late. I think now that I'm playing a game that I really love, that I'll actually be more eager to play. So I can have one ready for every Friday. I'm also going to be playing these games, doing these Zelda videos on Saturdays and Sundays as well. I'm going to try anyway. Now we got stasis. Okay, this is one thing that really annoys me about stasis. Why does it take so long for it to recharge? I mean, is it really not that necessary to have to take it that long? Close. Something else that stasis does. One time I hit that ball there, it hit the wall, bounced right back and knocked me off the edge. Cool too, how they have little tips there. So also those numbers in the top right, you got 3 shrines that, or 3 spirit orbs I currently have, 3 shrines that I beat. And here's one of my big complaints: the enemies that pop up over the ground at nighttime. I mean, it's supposed to be a Zelda game, but this other skeletons make it feel more like a Castlevania game. And they pop up out of the ground so many times. Like it's really old. I mean, I can understand if it was like one certain area of the game, maybe one region, but everywhere, all the time, at nighttime. I mean, they put all that work into making the game look cool at nighttime, but then there's a lot of people who don't want to play because of those enemies. So anyway, I'm in the cold region, and right now my hearts are going to slowly diminish, so I could use that cold protection, but if you remember it, it also not only does it give me 5 minutes cold resistance, but it also fills 2 hearts, so I might as well wait until I get down to 1 heart and eat it. That'll buy me a little bit more time. Spats. Look at that. I mean, it's just... Play Castlevania. What a whole night that first. I don't want to waste all my weapons on those weak enemies. I mean, it's not that they're like flies, you know. They're not deadly or anything. They're just really annoying. Yeah, there's the Hylian shield, which is the best shield in the game, and from what I hear, it might be unbreakable. I never used to get that in the old, in the last playthrough I did. That could be found inside Hyrule Castle. It'll be quite a while though before we get to that point. Anytime you see one of these around, look for the missing rock, head in that direction. Korok seed. Yeah, in the next video I'll be showing how the Korok seeds help us. Cryonis creates ice blocks anywhere there's water. Guardian Scout. So I do a shield parry right there. What you do is when they shoot at you, perfect timing, you press the A button and you deflect the shot right back at them. Take some practice though to get the timing down. It's the same with the shield, like the backflip. We saw sometimes you do the backflip and the shield, the side hop. Your timing has to be just perfect to execute those the right way. I'm going to put on my warm doublet now because I got 10 seconds of cold resistance left. Okay, so Look here at map where the two lines intersect. That would be right here. That temple of time. Best way to get there is probably where we started. Temple of Time. Oh nice, put something right in my face. So once you get 4 spirit orbs, you can find one of these statues and get a heart container. Or a stamina vessel. I usually start out getting heart containers. The stamina vessels like make an extra wheel for your stamina. But I like to get some heart containers first. These ancient parts will come in very helpful later on in the game. Yeah, when I actually recorded this for YouTube, I don't know how many playthroughs I did up to that point, so... I mean, now I've done at least 60. But I've never done 100%. I've beaten Ganon, which is beating the game, but if you want to get 100%, you got to get all the Korok seeds, you got to do all the side quests, a lot of unnecessary things that aren't necessary to beat the game. Okay, now we're actually going to get to hear a story, and we don't have to read it, we actually get to hear it.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show me who I truly am. I was King Rome Ospharamus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away, using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess sent to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the innocent. The appointed knight bravely collapsed while protecting the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter. Do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road down to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the Dueling Peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Well, she ran out of voice. Main quest added in there. Our immediate one, we're going to be seeking out Impa. We're going to continue on that, but this one's going to take a while. Let's drop this guy. Place up the new one. Get some cool stuff. Yeah, it's nice to have a paraglider. It's so handy throughout the game. And it's weird that when you do a full playthrough and then you, let's say, you decide to start over, you forget that you don't have a paraglider. So there's a blue bolt out on there tougher than the regular ones. Okay, we're gonna head back to the last shrine that we... Oh, wait a minute. We're gonna go to the last shrine we beat and continue on our journey from there. That water is really cold. If you land in it, your heart's beating really fast. They're kind of cool. That's something else you do, slow motion when you're like in mid-air. Do the slow motion. I caught one of these. Restless cricket. Whoops. I'll let go of that a little earlier than expected. This bow goblin up here has got a really tough weapon. Okay, so that's a few times it's happened to me. It's like these enemies have weapons, and they just kill them, and you don't get the weapon up. It's like, why? I mean, that's just cheating. So you had this really good sword. I mean, they might be able to fool new players, but when you play the game 60 times, like, no, I know what kind of weapon he's got. You're not fooling me. It's just dirty. Never understood the purpose of having these barrels underneath here, because if you do blow that up with a bow on top, that platform protects him. So I don't know if that was just design flaw. I don't think you can really take him out of there. first attack plan, I was running out of arrows and didn't know where to get them at the time. Yeah, it's weird how you learn so much from like your first playthrough to multiple. Traveler's bow is better than the Boko bow. Slightly better. Okay, I don't really want this item, but I just don't like the fact that there's question marks there. I like to collect everything at least once, so that way it's got a name. It's just one of those things that bugs me. What a horrible night to have a curse. Yeah, you can actually use full goblin arms as weapons. Okay, there's another. Let's see if I can catch some of these. These things come in much handy. Come in handy much later in the game. 5 of them. Got 4 of them, so just need one more. But it'll be quite a while before I actually really need them. Now there's another spot I could get a Korok seed out of, but I don't know how I missed my. I run into it somewhere out here. I don't think I ever got this one. I swear every playthrough I found a new Korok seed, if not multiple. Oh, here we go. This is what? This is the one I missed. more of these? Or not? Here I got all 5. Usually I don't get them this early in the game. I got 6 Korok seeds, so I think there's 900 in the game. Yeah, see, right now I want Keith's eyeballs are helpful. That's bog. That's kind of like quicksand, so you don't want to be in it. What a horrible night to have a curse. I mean, how many times alone in this video have we seen those things pop up like around 4 or 5 now? Oops. Okay, now we're going to leave the Great Plateau region. Go exploring the rest of the Hyrule. ones that are puddled, you could do this. See if we can get some extra parts out of them. Try that again. See, I don't care so much about the regular bokoblins, but those blue ones, sometimes you get bokoblin guts out of them. It's kind of a 50-50 chance, and those can come in handy later on in the game. Probably wondering how do guts become handy, but there's a way. You don't get any more runes anymore out of shrines. These are just get items out of treasure chests, and you get spirit orbs that you can exchange for her containers and stamina vessels. Right there at the corner. Oh, I got an open slot. Cool. There's a big difference between broadswords and claymores. Like this is Traveler. I guess this would be considered a broadsword. Notice how you can, it's one-handed and you can swing real fast. If you get a two-handed, like a claymore, they're two-handed. They're not as fast. I usually like to keep one-handed weapons with me most of the time. I don't bother with that side quest right there. Okay, there's a bunch of enemy camps we're going to pass by. The next video we'll come back and hit all those camps up. Right now we're going to proceed to heading towards Kakariko Village. Although we won't get there in this video because I'm only going to be doing videos for 2 hours, slightly more than 2 hours, anywhere from 2 hours to 2 hours and 2 minutes, most likely, unless there's like really something I want to do or get. Sometimes they might go a little bit longer, but so I'm going to get to that tower over there. Once we get to the top of that, that's where we're going to end for this video. Quite a few of those. It seems like you don't usually have that many just early on in the game, but you find one extra. Okay, these are ore deposits. The ones with the gold on them are rare ore deposits. Sometimes you get other things out of them, but The ore deposits, the stuff you get are always random, whereas the treasure chest, it's always the same thing. So like when I get a treasure, I know what's going to be in it. Most of the time, unless it happens to be a new treasure I haven't found before. But as far as the ore deposits, you never know. Okay, here's something funny I found. Okay, check this out. There's a lizard. I just killed it, right? So now check this out. I select it, throw it on the ground. It's alive again. It's kind of like a design flaw we didn't really think about, I guess. Hate those things. Those are octo rocks. Frog. Bet you never gone fishing that way. Throwing bombs in the water. I've probably gone fishing less than 10 times in my life. Never really caught anything big, so if you've watched my videos, you probably know how impatient I am. Dueling Peaks Tower. It did not want to dive. Yeah, there's still so much of the game. If you've never played this game or you don't know much about this game, there's like so much left. There's like, this is one of those games where it's kind of hard to just sit down and explain to everyone because it's like there's just so much. But the story that the king told is very important to the story of the game, so if you weren't paying attention, you might want to go back and watch that. In the next video, we're going to talk to another lady who's pretty much going to tell the same stories, just in her own words. So, it's kind of, it's a really interesting story. Yeah, so when you get your first tower after, outside of the Great Plateau region, you get the Sheikah sensor. What it does is it beeps every time you get near a shrine. So that beep right there, every time you start getting near a shrine, you're going to hear that beeping. Okay, so we're going to stop right there. I'm going to continue. We're going to continue. We're heading out towards Kakariko Village. Hope you're enjoying the game. See you in the next video.